So if you're not willing to make that sacrifice, MTM is not for you. Someone once told me that we didn't come to life to have fun, but to do things well, and I'm sure that doing things correctly is constantly linked to our happiness, whether we like it or not. So if you're not willing to make that sacrifice, MTM is not for you. Someone once told me that we didn't come to life to have fun, but to do things well, and I'm sure that doing things correctly is constantly linked to our happiness, whether we like it or not. Barriers that life has imposed on me. I am a very methodical person. To get out of my depression, I decided to write and document my process. Creating detailed formulas. I decided to face the greatest inconvenience of my life, fabricating a plan, a method, which led me to be reborn from the ashes to heaven. Procedure and belief that this book will continue to tell you in detail. And I asked for it because I'm sure that total improvement links us to being happier. This will be a book whose main premise is to constantly work on ourselves. For this reason, MTM is inspired by the concept that in order for all barriers to be overcome, there is a method created by someone, a person who has studied and perfected himself as if he were in the subject, thus giving a large part of his life to achieve it. My plan is to shorten paths, to gain time in life, learning from the best to save me blows. Life is too short, we don't have time for the step-by-step, and there is no abundance to learn from. Now, it is clear to me that one does not learn to live with knowledge alone, but rather internalizes it and imprints the dictation on the brain unconsciously when we try to anchor the joint emotion to the marriage, so that knowledge and emotion can only be achieved. You, on the inside. Because emotion is born in you. MTM. It is not a plane inspired by the spiritual, nor by energies, nor by the religious, so do not expect any message or supreme power that will lift you 5 centimeters off the ground. It's just based on work and more effort with yourself, because I consider that being happy is an occupation, a firm mission. Without being harmed by gender or age, or their social status or sexual orientation. Simple, the greater the work with oneself, the easier it will be to access our happiness. Therefore, I will be implying that you work on your body, in your mind and also in your emotions. But I must tell you that if you decide to continue reading, it will be up to you to face. Get to know yourself better, so that you love yourself, and achieve like this, a happy life. So if you're not willing to make that sacrifice, MTM is not for you. Someone once told me that we didn't come to life to have fun, but to do things well, and I'm sure that doing things correctly is constantly linked to our happiness, whether we like it or not. I consider myself an ordinary man, I chase goals and dreams like you. But I feel the decision and the obligation to prosper as a person day by day, that my life has a purpose and something or someone is worth. I received a compact blow, like so many, but I learned that overcoming opportunities gives more resilience. And it is this resilience that increases our happiness. With effort, I discovered my purpose. Motivate people. Wanting to improve. Called me to create this project, to want to evolve in all aspects of my being. And along the way to be able to infect others with my revered self. There was a pivotal moment that brought me together with what is now my philosophy of life. A little over 3 years ago, I woke up in that deep and dark pit that depression generates in you. I know what it's like to not have enough will to keep going. I'm familiar with that feeling when you're close to giving up. I didn't study, nor did they tell me about it, I lived it. I understood how to stop being a victim of circumstances to become the sole owner of my life and my future. From this place, I am willing to help and motivate. I am totally determined to raise that we are prominent beings, better beings than yesterday. This positive approach, along with learning and correcting my own course, will bring me closer to the construction of that Mario Andres that I prefer and desire, but I also understand that this work is endless, so I convinced myself to be a student for life, and it makes a lot of sense to be, since the only constant in our life is us and the relationship we have with ourselves. It is what we are exceptionally true owners and capable of modifying. Therefore, this is the bond in which we must work and cultivate. That sounds like a play on words, but it's not. If you want to achieve happiness and achieve a fulfilling life, you can do the following. Start by loving yourself and work on improving your self-relationship. Restoring our weaknesses by being sincere and congruent depends on each one, because our life, it depends on it. MTM is no longer a project for me. For some time now, my lifestyle has shaped a format that leads me to correct progress as I enjoy change. Try to pursue that gradual personal improvement, make an effort, agree to give your 100% to reach that goal. Don't hold anything back, please. This is your only real chance, and it's just a suggestion, because what you create is what is, whatever you believe of creating and what you believe of believing.